It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 324. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hello.
You know what this is like? This is like when, a telemarketer, like when you call, it's like when you call customer service and they're like, this is Tracey, how can I help you? And it's just a recording.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I do this.
I feel like this is Groundhog Day.
But I'm saying like when I do it and then it's like, we're here to talk about 90 Day Fiance season 11, episode 13.
Yeah.
It's
a little Groundhog Day too. It's just the same thing over and over every single day.
Yeah. Before we jump into the pool, let's tell you about our Patreon. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast, where you will find over 500,000 bonus episodes, including but not limited to So Pumped, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast, BS, where we just kind of
BS
recycled with Noelle and Michael, and so many more. You will find everything over on Patreon at patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. Join us at the elite level if you want this podcast the day we record it up to a week early.
It's just so crazy. Today, I was posting about Patreon, and I'm like, we cover a lot of freaking shows.
We do.
On there.
Also, you posted a picture of us for the Patreon. And just you do it all the time.
I do.
Mikey, it's a picture of me, you, and Mike. Me, Mikey, Figs, and you.
Yeah.
And you just wrote over his whole body like he didn't exist. If I was the middle of one of our pictures, I don't know what I would do. I'd drive off the bridge.
I did it with me, you, and my mom.
Oh no, I know.
I always I do it. When I post about recycles with me and Michael, I write over Suzanne's face. Like I do this to everyone.
You're so wild.
I think it's hilarious. Today I was doing this. I was like, poor Mikey. I love him.
I know. Well, he's suffering because he was cut out of the picture. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for joining us if you are a patron. And if you're not, I do not thank you.
No, thank you.
No, if not, no thanks.
No thanks.
No thanks. Like I told the doctor when they came in to take my blood pressure.
No thanks. Tracey goes, I'm good. I LOL. I just wasn't expecting it.
No, I'm all set. Thanks so much.
Yep. I was like, oh wow, okay.
Well, speaking of blood pressure, let's talk about Maddie and Stevie.
I gotta tell you, I haven't said this in a while. This was a shit episode. I gotta tell you.
It wasn't good.
No, this was like boring as fuck. They did not have any Joan and Greg. They did not have any Sean. Like there was a lot missing.
Who's Sean?
Sean and Aaliyah.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I forgot they existed.
Here's the thing. I have the memory of a goldfish when it comes to these shows. You can tell me everything you want to tell me. I cannot help you.
Well, I just feel like they picked the worst couples to all be on an episode.
I totally understand that. We're going to jump in the pool with Maddie and Stevie. So it's 3 days to the wedding. She shows him her dress. Okay. Her dress isn't zipped in the back, right?
Right. Or she ordered it 10 sizes too big for her.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, what is this? And he's
like,
oh,
this
you look
isn't
old.
real.
This, of course, it's not real.
No, I'm like, this dress is ridiculous. And she says it's not her first time picking a wedding dress.
Yeah. Can we know more about that? Can
we
tell
just
me
know
more?
A little more? Can we know just a little bit more?
Well, it's not the first time, but it's the first time she's in love.
Great.
Well,
I've heard that old song and dance from so many women.
I love it. But also, they're just going to forget the fights they've been having about who they are as people and get married.
It works out. This is why I've heard from so many women. I wasn't in love the first time I got married.
10 times out of 10, it works.
It sounds great. Why don't you have a kid while you're at it?
You should get pregnant.
Yeah, right now.
So they're going to go back to New Orleans for this bachelor party.
Okay. Joint bachelorette parties, vomit. First of all, bachelor and bachelorette parties, vomit. Yeah. They're terrible. But like joint means I don't trust you, you're going to cheat on me. I don't trust you, you're going to cheat on me. Especially in the case of Jessica and Juan, obviously. But it's very annoying and lame.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. So they go to the hotel to check in and they say their first names. Can you imagine? I'm like, I'm Tracey.
He says it. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works. He's like, yeah, Maddie and Stevie.
Oh, Maddie and Stevie.
Yeah, sure. Oh, you guys are here? Great.
Oh, Tracey and Noelle, we've been waiting your arrival. Great.
Right.
So they're going to be going to a burlesque show. That's going to be
I
right
bet
up
that's
his
so
alley.
fun, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to really love it after he's
I know.
accused her of being gay.
I
and
know,
then
but
she
she's
gets to
also
see
such
naked
a
women.
bitch about it, though.
Yeah, but listen,
I
all of
know.
it. Well, Saeed is coming.
Well, also, good thing that there's a giant spider on the wall, and she has to talk about how they're in her yard.
Yeah, and then she said JK.
Did she?
Yeah, she's like, just kidding.
Oh, she was like, they're all over my yard. They come in the house, too.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
And then he goes, really? And she goes, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow. I missed the just kidding part.
Yeah, you were probably blacked out.
I think I actually blacked out.
Yep, I know. I saw a very big
Wow.
spider this yesterday.
In the Hamptons?
Mm-hmm.
Like a daddy long leg?
No,
Or a meat?
a wolf spider.
Where'd you see it?
I don't want to tell you. It wasn't in the house. It was outside.
Uh-huh.
But it was carrying a ball sack.
Of babies. That's
Uh-huh.
what they do. They carry them on themselves.
I know. I saw it with my eyes.
What'd you do?
I did nothing. Because if you step on them, the babies explode.
I know.
And I didn't want to be involved in that. I shut the door and I went back inside. And I was
I'm
like,
scared.
well, not gonna happen.
How big was it? Show me with your hand right now. That was as big as the spider was? It gets a lot
Like a
bigger
quarter?
than that.
Yeah, no, it was like a quarter maybe.
My mom had one on her pillow. She went into her room and it was on her pillow. It was the size of her hand.
No. This was like the size
it
of
was
a
like
quarter.
a giant wolf
No,
spider.
this was the size of a American $quarter.
Okay, I could handle that better. My hands are full sweat right now.
No,
I'm
no,
glad
I
I'm
know.
play-dohing.
I told Brian McKenna about it. I was like, hey, are you scared of spiders? He's like, yes. I was like, okay, I have to tell you something.
Oh, he's scared of spiders.
Yeah, of course he's scared of spiders.
I know. Of course he's scared of spiders.
Oh, this is our friend who used to have a Hills podcast.
Oh God, I love him. I love him.
No, I love him too. He's scared of spiders. Yeah.
Oh,
If I had to bet all my money, I would have bet yes.
Yeah, he's too pretty to not be.
Exactly. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
So Saeed comes. They've met over social media. He met him through teaching English, yada, yada, yada. He's been in the US for 10 years.
And he never met Stevie before.
He never met Stevie. Okay. I got to tell you, I fully don't like this guy.
No, he shouldn't be here. I mean, I'd be like, get this guy out of here. Like on the Muppet Show, get the cane out and get this
pull
guy
him
off
stage.
Yep.
Yes. So he confides in him. He's like, when I got here, there were a lot of naked paintings and I found out one was Claire. And he's like, oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. It's like, you don't even know what he's getting at.
I know. You don't even know who Claire is.
He's like, Claire naked? No,
I know.
thanks. It's
no,
like, well, wait
thanks.
until you meet her. Because he saw her naked. Now, Saeed's very concerned that he's going to marry an American woman he doesn't know. Yeah, that should be everyone's concern.
Yeah.
Every couple on this television show.
Having nothing to do with her painting her naked friends.
Having nothing to do with anything except strangers are being married.
Agreed.
Thank you. So he's like, yeah, I think that she likes the same sex.
Okay,
and he's
she
like,
doesn't.
Right. But also he's like, well, I'm concerned he's going to find out more stuff he doesn't like about her after he marries her. Yeah, he will. That's what happens when you marry a stranger.
Right. They've spent like 2 weeks together, like everyone else on this show.
And then he's like, yeah, I'm really scared I'm going to feel trapped after the wedding. Yeah, you are. That's what happens when you marry a stranger.
Sure. Yes. These are
bad
all
news
things
for you
that
guys.
you're right about.
Okay. She walks in the room. Saeed pretends he was not talking smack about
I know.
her. The over-the-top fakeness is out of control.
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
Also, he's wrecked.
Who? Saeed is?
In the confessional, it's because they had interviewed him after he drank. He almost fell down in the confessional.
Yeah, he was sweating down his sideburns.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's very hot, but
oh no, I know. Last time I was in New Orleans, it was 105.
Yeah, it's not cute.
Yeah.
Okay, Marty's like, oh, I regret telling him that.
Yeah, because he's like, huge mistake. This guy just tells me how terrible Stevie is over and over again.
Okay, you know what else is a huge mistake?
What?
Not shaving inside of your chin dimple. Can you use like a nose hair trimmer for that?
And who didn't? Marty?
No, Saeed has a chin dimple
that
goes really
a hairy
deep.
chin dimple.
It's like a black hole because it's just
but what would you use?
a nose hair trimmer.
I guess, or one of those eyebrow shavers to carve it.
No, I wouldn't carve it. My chin would be gone.
I don't know. They're not so bad. Okay.
Nose hair trimmer.
Not so bad. Okay.
Yeah, no, but not at an angle. They're so bad.
I don't know.
You'd have to smooth out your chin butt.
Right, or you could go
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You smooth it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the only way.
I think he needs a nose hair trimmer for his chin
What
hair.
what would like Mario Lopez do? A man with a dimple. How do you shave
He
it?
doesn't have body hair, Mario Lopez.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Definitely not. He's smooth as a little baby.
Tracey likes him.
You know,
You used to.
no, that's not true. I like AC Slater.
Yeah,
I don't like
that's
Mario
what I mean.
Lopez.
She likes the mullet. She likes the curly mullet and acid wash jeans.
Yeah.
She used to have a Saved by the Bell outfit. I want you to know.
Yeah.
I remember. Your
How about
sweatpants.
when I opened for Screech, Dustin Diamond, may he rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
I put a Mario Lopez nail decal on my hand.
That's it. I would have had a Mario Lopez like pin on me or something. I love that you just put a decal. I put a little D. That's so you. You're such a minimalist.
Wow. It's fine.
It's like I would have painted him on my face.
It's fine. He asked me if I had. He asked me if I had any Vicodin.
Mario or Dustin?
No, Dustin. May he rest in peace. I was
There's a
like,
lot
you
of
know,
pain.
weirdly enough, I do not have any Vicodin, but I do need to go home.
Weirdly enough, I also need to go
Yeah,
home.
weirdly enough, I
That's
cannot
so
do this
funny.
anymore. I'm only saying this because he has passed and he cannot listen to this. He used to be a big fan of the podcast.
He can't sue you. Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say he's be a big fan of the Vicodin.
Well,
That too.
definitely that too. One day I'll tell the rest of that story, but I don't think it's appropriate.
Maybe I'm BS.
Maybe I'm BS. Okay. So, he thinks that she's hiding other things. Saeed.
Mm-hmm.
And so he goes, okay. 5, I don't know, spiked fruit punches later.
Yeah, they drink hurricanes.
Hey guys, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you care about my friend, or you think you're selfish?
Then he's like, I don't really think you gave up enough. But here's the thing. Now that
she's like, no, I gave up my kids. I don't even.
I was going to say now that there's
them.
more context, like we know that she has kids and stuff. It's like, I don't know. Maybe she did give up more than we think. Yeah.
She gave up everything.
Those hurricanes will fuck you up.
Yeah, I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's 400 degrees out. Also,
well, that's the problem.
I don't know
too.
how much this guy really drinks.
I know
Marty
definitely drank one and got hammered.
Yeah, I mean, no, I would have smelled them and I would have got hammered. I would have smelled them and you would have had to pump my stomach.
When I went to
you would have had to pump my nose.
He had one. I like that she's like, go get oysters. Just go in and say oysters.
He doesn't know what oysters are. That's why.
He doesn't know what oysters is.
I know, but it's also like, I'd rather go in and get anything but oysters.
Yeah, you're going in to get norovirus.
This
is what you're getting.
Virus.
Yeah.
10 times out of 10.
Sounds great.
Anyway, moving on to Sarper and Shekinah. This was my least favorite couple to watch this week.
Okay, she is concerning me.
Mm-hmm.
Like her looks.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, and I don't mean this. I know that people get so mad at me when I bring up people's looks. It's really getting out of control, but I do want to know if you notice something.
Yes.
In the confessional, she has on an orange shirt and a bob. Later on in the confessional, she has on the same orange shirt and a bob. Hair is a wig. She had her facelift. She suddenly has a fully different face and a wig on. But they made her wear the same outfit. It was the craziest shit. It was like she went from
I didn't notice that. I
confessional to new face Shekinah.
I got to tell you, that new face.
No, but when you see it in the confessional, the wig is terrible. It's just as
all
bad
of
as
it.
her
All
other
of it's
wig.
scary. I'm just scared of all of it. Why here? Okay, I need to talk to everyone.
Okay.
I need to talk to every woman.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Well, I'll tell you this. In the confessional with her facelift, you could tell that she had it and it did not look that bad.
Okay.
It was
in general
else together. It's the contacts.
Okay. In general, I need to talk to all the women that are listening.
Yeah.
Stop
with so much things that you're doing.
Stop with all the things. You can pick one thing.
Yeah, but also if you're gonna have something, take care of it. So if you're gonna have, I'm not into extensions, right?
Okay.
You have got to take care of them. If you're gonna have them, really take care of them.
Right. Don't come out with a rat's nest and a baseball cap.
But that's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you have nails, don't walk around with just 3 of them on. You know, you have fake lashes, wash them. Like,
Right,
do
but
all this stuff.
Also, isn't it just easier to have the face you were born with?
A lot of people don't see it that way.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, we still have the same face that we
I
were
have the
born
same
with.
exact face.
Yeah, I was born with this face, this size and everything.
Yeah. You were born with that face, that size? Your poor
My
mother.
poor
Were you
mom.
a C-section, baby?
No.
Oh, no.
She pushed me right out.
That was a rough.
Tells you a lot about Andrea's vagina.
No way.
I'm just being
My
silly,
mother
guys.
is listening to this.
I know.
My
That's why I
mother.
said it. That's why I said it, Fran. You heard? That's why I said it.
My
Why I said it
mother
because sometimes I like
doesn't
to,
even
I like
know
to
where
freak her out.
babies come from.
She thinks a stork brought the baby.
She thinks the stork
She
brought
thinks
you.
Jesus brought the baby.
Jesus brought the baby.
It's the stork named
Jesus
Jesus.
said, "Stay, don't
Jesus
go
the stork.
away." Guys, the
yeah.
contacts are really contacting.
Well, it's like she's got like this tiger look going on. I don't like it. The contacts and also her. Okay,
Maybe she's cosplaying as a mountain lion because they're at Mulholland Scenic
but
View.
that's what it seemed. That's what it seemed.
Because they're at the top of Laurel Canyon. I spent a lot of time right like blocks away from here.
Yeah, me too. We couldn't even get a parking spot when we tried, me and you.
Really?
Too. Yeah, remember
at the
we
top
tried
of
to go to
Laurel Canyon? Oh no, that was Runyon.
Runyon Canyon. Sorry, that
was Runyon. This is the top of Laurel Canyon. This is the Mulholland Scenic View, and she was cosplaying as a mountain lion.
Did you see her ponytail? The bottom half was stark gray in a silver gray, and the rest of her hair is orange red.
Great.
It really freaked me out because she did it on purpose.
Do you think that there's a team she's supporting? Maybe a college team, like a college football team that has silver and orange colors?
No, I think this is her mental illness.
Okay, well, it is showing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they did makeup intercourse, and I want to talk about it.
Wow, okay.
He said that he was sleeping downstairs and she was sleeping upstairs. Was he sleeping in the facial chair or in the oven?
Right. Was he sleeping on one chair that they have downstairs?
Was he sleeping in the
toaster
product cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
Or was he sleeping on the counter?
There was no place to sleep downstairs. I know.
And she still made him sleep downstairs.
And they didn't sleep. They didn't speak for 3 days at all.
You know what that's called?
Distance growing between them.
Well, don't worry. It is
when
now,
you say that sex is the glue that holds your relationship together, that's a problem.
It's the mortar.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, it's the mortar.
Her gap is really filled with mortar.
Yeah, it's the grout that holds.
She's the grout. Just saying. Okay, so it's been a hard 3 days. And he can't work. He's been living off his savings, and he doesn't like how she acts when she's not touching his body. They seem well.
I gotta tell you, I actually really don't like him all that much, but he makes me laugh.
Okay, well, I'll tell you where he doesn't make me laugh, but we're gonna get there. Anyway,
Tracey, you're gonna have to tell me what happened because I had my eyes closed the whole time.
Well, she throws on a blonde wig and she goes to her office space. And Sarper cosplays. Now she's like, I cosplayed as a mountain lion when we went to the Mulholland Scenic View on the top of Laurel Canyon. Mm-hmm. You get to cosplay as a handyman.
Yes.
When you come to my office.
Yes.
Okay, great. He's like, okay, cool. I'm going to wear a plaid shirt with cut off arms like a cowboy. And I'm going to unbutton it down to my belly button and man balls,
which is his typical look, really, for the most part.
All right, so we meet Daniel the handyman,
who has a woman's name across his neck. By the way, is this where Shekinah got her name? Like, remember, she wants to get her idea. She's like, on her neck.
I take all my fashion advice from my handyman.
Yeah, my handyman has Mary tattooed on his neck.
I got to tell you, I think Mary might be his mom.
I got to tell you, they talk about how hot he is. I do not see it.
Well, he's just saying he has muscles. That's basically what's happening.
Yeah.
He is very mad. And she said that she's losing her hair because of him. So she had to throw on this little number she has.
Yeah, to give her natural hair a rest. How about just put
rest
it in a
of
ponytail? What are you doing? Did you take it off for the day? What do you mean? Did you put it to bed? Did you give it some melatonin?
Is it napping? What do you mean? What did you have to do?
What did you have to do? How do you give your hair a rest?
Did you have to put the wig on so it could go to sleep?
Right. That's what I mean. Is that the blankie? Like, I don't understand.
I
It's
don't
so
understand
weird.
either. So what Sarper explains the Turkish word for a plumber's crack, and it's called a handyman fork. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Oh God. So she has this very small office. He says it's small like a butthole.
But also it's as small as the corner in your living room.
I mean,
too.
stop it. It's as small as your entire apartment.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's like, yeah, now we can make toast.
Wow. Well, she loved because he used to wake up and play chess and she would make him coffee. So she wants to reenact that.
Okay, fun.
Get a
Reenact.
life.
Yeah.
Get a life.
Okay. Well, guess what?
What?
He goes to do some stand-up comedy. He's written a 2-hour long stand-up comedy act.
Uh-huh.
I gotta tell you.
He performs for Adonis and Teddy too.
That was pretty funny.
I know. I love that because that when I used to podcast for my dogs, they would all look at me when I would podcast.
But you were
so
podcasting
fun.
with me.
Yeah.
So she's gonna meet up with her friends. Dan comes. Now he goes to an open mic in LA.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone gets
right. This isn't like his comedy show, guys.
No.
This is an open mic.
This is an open mic. He gets 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He gets on stage. He does not take the mic out of the mic stand.
Uh-huh.
He is saying things for sure.
I mean, here's the thing. He's just talking, and I'm like, I'm looking at this, and I had to stop looking at it.
And then
I had to close my eyes, and he started talking about Dan. He keeps bringing up Dan.
He's just like, he thought it was like very funny.
Right, but nobody else knows him.
Okay, but this is what, okay, let me tell you something. This is what people do. When they don't do comedy, they think everything is so funny to everyone, even though there's no context.
Right, like nobody knows who Dan is.
How many people that I know
Mm-hmm.
will be like, hey, I'm going to come see one of your shows. Don't talk about me to the crowd.
Oh, everyone in the world says that.
And it's like, what would I say?
What would I say?
What would I say?
What would I say? Uh-huh.
What would I say?
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yeah,
I've seen people say this before all the time, but they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Tracey's show tonight. I hope she doesn't pick on me. I hope she doesn't talk about me.
What would I say?
I don't know.
What would I say? Like, that's my friend over there.
Right.
Hey, 300 strangers.
Yeah, this is a friend.
That's my friend. And we went to school together. LOL.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that she's my friend. Wow.
They're like, tell everyone about when we used to work together.
Right.
We used to work together.
And then what are you supposed to do? Tell a story? It's so weird.
We used to work together. Guys, we used to work together.
It's just so weird.
Everyone thinks everything is just so funny. And it's like, okay, go on stage and you say it.
But now Shekinah's mad because he talks about Dan?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, but it's like you get mad because she's like, because even when he first came,
Dan's mad.
Well, even when he first came, she's like, you have to say hi to him. He came to support you.
Yeah, because she wants everyone to be nicey, nice.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Moving on to Mark and Mina.
I just love them, and I wish that I could watch more of them. I want her breakfast crepes without the syrup.
Okay, but this is the thing. I don't think they're trying to make breakfast crepes.
I think she made crepes.
I think she thought she was making pancakes.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. But I prefer crepes over pancakes.
Yeah, but
so
I don't think that
this
was a good thing. I think it was a crepe in a bad way.
It probably was a bad crepe, being that, first of all, he's not 59. This guy just isn't turning 59. It's not humanly possible that he's only turning 59.
You told me that the cabin air pressure was really getting to him.
I think so. I think the cabin air pressure has done a number on him. I've seen what it does to guys.
He goes, I feel like I'm 39. It's like, well, you look like you're 89.
Yeah. So what are we going to do about this? Also, then she tries to fix the chocolate syrup with the whipped cream.
Okay. You know, this is my nightmare.
I know. It's just getting worse and worse.
I hate Hershey's chocolate syrup and I hate Ready Whip.
Okay. I love Ready Whip.
I know.
I hate Hershey. Also, I don't want a chocolate syrup on anything ever. Nothing.
I'll never forget when I ordered a piece of tres leches cake from this arepa place. I was so excited. It's delicious. They put Ready Whip and Hershey's chocolate syrup. It was drenched in it.
So what don't you like about Ready Whip?
It's just not whipped cream.
I mean, I like Ready Whip.
Yeah, that's
I like all forms of whipped cream, but
Mm-hmm.
Hershey syrup burns.
Yeah, I don't like any of it. It's like, what did you just do? What did you just do to this beautiful tres leches cake?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gluten-free
crazy.
and I'll never eat it again.
But that's who the hell puts that on tres leches?
That was like 10 years ago, and you ruined my last experience.
Yeah, she holds on to things.
Yeah, you think? All right, so they're going to Boston, and her sister is going to be coming from Brussels.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está Clayton?
So Clayton, she had said, was staying with her sister
With
in
his sister
France.
friend.
Wrong. It's with one of your friends. Not it. He's with one of your friends.
Yes.
But I feel bad for him because he's probably like, everyone is going to America but me.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, but we thought that you could just walk there. We didn't realize you had to take a plane.
So now when her brother's coming, it's his last ditch effort, basically.
Right.
It's his last chance to ever come.
He needs his own passport. Well, whose passport did you think he needed before? If Mary needed her own passport, whose passport did you think Clayton needed?
Tracey, how did they not think that he would need a passport?
But I don't understand. There must be, we're missing something here.
We have to be.
All right. So she's like, if he can't come here, like I have to go back there. And he's like, okay, I'll keep Maria like as ransom.
Right. But that's
As
the thing.
collateral.
It's like he's saying it to like upset her.
No,
like
he is saying, okay, Mark, guess what?
Right.
I'd be like, okay, I'm going to leave Maria. And I'd put a hidden camera in the house and I'd go to Pat. I'd go to Martini Pat's house. And be like, God, let me see what's going to happen. God, I left. I'm in for hello.
But that's the thing. It's
Mina from France. I'm from Paris. It's me. Oui, oui.
But I would also be like, you can't.
Well,
you can't pilot with my child. You're going to age her rapidly.
She's going to come back and Mary's going to be 27.
Right. She's supposed to be 4 and she's 27. You can't do this to the child. All that pressure is going to fuck her up.
She's going to need her own little facelift, just a little baby facelift. She's going to have to go to a pediatric plastic surgeon.
This poor kid. Yeah, she can't be aged like this.
Oh, God. All right. So it's 11 days to the wedding. And she's like, let's go to Boston. I'm taking my boobs out.
He's like, okay, great.
He's like, great. Okay. So they go to Cafe Robert.
Yeah.
Okay.
They go to a bistro.
Okay. She's like, first of all, she's like, I'll have the steak frites, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like ordering chicken parm? Like
so that's what I was gonna say. Every place in the world, steak frites is like
the French thing. Okay. Like what else? You want a croque madame?
But
okay.
French onion soup. Right. It's like
just onion soup.
Okay. I just had a flashback.
No, go ahead.
Where were we? Me, you, and someone.
Yep.
I had a warm goat cheese salad and French onion soup.
Le Express.
That's crazy.
In the city.
Yeah, it was really good.
Initials EF and NS.
Oh, we went with 2 people. I know who they are by you saying that. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I only thought it was one
Le
person.
Express, that was their favorite place to go eat.
That was delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think they still have it in the city.
Huh.
Okay. Mark orders. Do you want to be the waiter? I'm going to be Mark.
Okay. Hi. What can I get you to eat?
Oh, por mí? Por mí. Beef bourguignon.
He says it like Barefoot Contessa says it.
Por mí? Por mí, beef bourguignon.
Okay. Well, also, why does he say Clayton?
Because
Clayton.
he has an accent when he talks to her.
He can't say Clayton.
No. Because he is code switching to French when he talks to her. He has a heavy French accent that is indistinguishable. French.
It's crazy.
He cannot speak English because English is his 5th language when he talks to Mina.
That's the thing. He's like, I can't wait for Clayton to come. And it's
Clayton. Pour me, beef bourguignon.
I want to know.
Pour me.
I want to know just because
pour moi. That's what he said. Pour moi. Beef bourguignon. Pour moi.
I want to know, just out of random curiosity, Clayton's dad, like, because Mark is
right. He's gonna adopt him.
Right. Yeah, I want to know the story.
Clayton's dad had too much of an accent that was fake, and eventually she's like, "I actually can't take this anymore."
Right. You must go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The cabin pressure got to him.
She's like, I fucking made him Clayton, not Clayton.
Clayton. Whoa.
But I like, okay.
He's like, of course I was going to adopt croissant.
But then when he starts crying, it made me really like if it made me feel something.
He was crying because he's like, I looked in the mirror this morning. I feel 39. I am 59. I look 89.
Like, what am I gonna do? All this cabin pressure. This is the only way I can make a living.
I know. No,
I only got one
cute.
flight left in me. But no, when he talks about
Before I explode.
When he talks about how his dad was so nice and like how important it is to have a nice dad, that's why I was like, ooh.
Yeah, no, it's cute. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not cute.
I like that he's like, oh, I already tell everybody I have 4 kids. That's sweet.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
and Jordan tells everyone he has 1.
Yeah, Jordan's like, they're just fucking me.
All right, let's talk about Juan and Jessica.
She's not likable.
Okay, another one with the joint bachelorette.
But okay, did you expect anything different from her? Nope. He's not allowed to do anything.
Okay,
this is especially one of the bachelorette parties I actually hate. The faces on things.
Oh,
I can't take it.
No,
they definitely had dick straws. You know, I can't take it. Yeah.
Okay, I need to know. Deadwood, South Dakota, right? Is that what they went?
Yep.
Okay, Deadwood, South Dakota to the Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
How far is it?
Oh, great.
It is 1 hour and 14 minutes. So they went with 0 visibility.
Yeah.
Just checking. All right. So anyway, the boys are going to be with their dad. David is coming to the bachelorette party with her mom, and they're all staying in the same house.
Her mom, Denice. All of everyone in her life, their name is spelled in a very dumb way.
Okay.
But like, your mom couldn't stay home with the baby. You have to bring the baby.
Maybe Jessica didn't want her mom staying home with the baby.
I know, but you have to bring the baby to the party house.
Well, the baby didn't go to see Mount Rushmore.
I'd be like, I don't know. I can't trust somebody who spells their name Denice. I just can't. Between Megan and Denice.
All right. Well, Leonardo comes. He hasn't seen this guy in 23 years. This is his cousin.
Could cry blood forever.
The 2 of them crying. It was so cute.
I was in my feels for that. And then when he sees the baby, and then he's like,
he was cute.
And then he's like, first of all, both of Juan's parents died. That's so sad.
Well,
I know. Parents, grandparents, they were all made to die. I'm just saying.
That's not what I was going to say.
He's young. I wasn't expecting him to be so young. Yeah.
All right. So he's upset. He's in the house. He's not working. And he's like, so I want to go back on the boat. Now, I want to talk about cruise etiquette.
Okay.
Aren't you not supposed to say boat? Aren't you only supposed to say ship? Isn't that a thing that captains get like crazy about? Isn't that a thing that cruise people get crazy about?
Really?
Yeah. I've said it to people like, I don't do boats. And they're like, it's not a boat. It's a ship.
Well, what the hell is the difference?
It's like, I don't know, a grander thing. That's like saying I don't fly in a helicopter. And it's like, it's not a helicopter. It's a commercial airliner.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I would never know.
All right, guys. If you are in the boating or cruising industry.
If you're a sailor.
If you're a sailor or a shipmate, can you please post in the group on Facebook and tell me if I'm right about that? Because he calls it a boat all the time. And I think that that's frowned upon.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
anyway, so he tells her he wants to go back on the boat. And Leonardo's like, oh, you should talk to her about it.
Yeah, I don't think you think that this is going to go over well. You think she's going to say yes?
Yeah,
you
I think she's going to
say yes. You're not allowed to have a bachelor party alone.
All right. So Megan, she just wants to party.
Okay. Suddenly, okay. Megan is really annoying, but I got to tell you, her 2 braids were so cute.
Yeah, they were very cute.
Yeah.
All right. So she gets him a Jessica shirt. It is skin tight.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
And he has to wear
I would set it on fire.
I mean, come on. Okay. Jessica has one friend.
Okay.
That looks like she is in black and white.
Oh, wait. I thought you were going to say, because remember, she was like, oh, McGinn only has one friend. I'm her only friend.
Right.
You guys have a whole crew of friends. That's not
okay,
true.
But maybe those are Jessica's friends. But there's one friend that looks like she is. Okay, you ever see like on a TV show or something where they like funny make someone just in black and white?
Yeah, people do that kind of photography on Instagram.
Okay.
Where it's like they're in black and white, but the roses are red.
Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah.
That was happening.
Really?
I was like, does she have a veil over her face? Why
do you know what
is
she was wearing?
Everyone was wearing black.
What she was wearing? I'm so curious. which
Guys,
one
go
she
back to the
was.
scene, take a screenshot, post it in the group for us.
I mean, Jessica's outfit, I was not interested in it.
Oh, that was
Sorry.
an
I didn't
Amazon
like it.
romper
Yeah,
or a Shein romper.
yeah, I love Shein, but I wasn't into
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, they go to so they're going to two separate places, right?
Right. The girls have a much better time.
It's just the three of the guys sitting at a table,
Yeah.
and then different burlesque performers
Right.
perform only for them, and they're not very good dancers.
But that's what I was like. It was so weird to me. I'm like, ugh, are they just in a bar?
They're in a
and
bar.
They hired these girls?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Well, he misses the boat life. Herbie is out.
I mean, Herbie's hammered.
He's hammered. They have to carry him in. They come in. The baby is still totally awake, partying. The baby's like, I just had Jello shots.
But also the girls, they seem like they had a really good time. Like I would have hung out with them. They seem fun.
Well, don't worry. He's about to ruin that because they go back up to the bedroom and he's like, I want to leave and not be with you anymore.
And she's like, yeah, you tell me this when I'm drunk?
But she's not wrong. It's like, this is when you want to tell me? This is so dumb.
But this is the right time for him to tell her, of course.
Speaking of the right time, let's talk about Matt, Amini, and Ani.
And Ray with the thyroid issue.
Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Ray,
Yeah.
what is your deal?
Yeah, I want to know more about him.
Something is happening with Ray.
Yeah, of course. Something is something is so off.
One time,
about Ani and Ray. Yeah.
I got in a car accident.
Uh-huh.
And I got sent to this place where you have to you go to all the doctors, but it's like, it's almost like fake.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I guess like a clinic that lawyers send you to go to.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, there's a therapist, there's an acupuncturist, there's a chiropractor, there's a regular doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you feel like when you're sitting in the waiting room, you're like in the subway.
Yeah.
It's like really dirty. It's really weird. No one's really doing anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, here, wear this neck brace. And you're like, what? I broke
One
my
of those
toe.
places. Right.
Uh-huh. The doctor, like the medical doctor was Ray, and he only had like 4 teeth.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I just feel like my doctor should have more teeth than 4.
Your doctor should probably have more teeth.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Real or not, replaced or not, maybe even some implants. I'm just saying he was really like, I couldn't imagine he could chew.
Yeah, they don't
much.
have to be his. Who cares?
I don't care whose they are. Okay.
That's like when I woke up at that place I told you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
But this guy looked
I?
like Ray. That's what the doctor looked like.
Interesting. No, Ray needs some synthroid. Like Ray is having trouble.
All right. Well, he found out about Amani, Amani, and Matt
from social media.
Okay. Ray and her were together in 2022 and then broke up before Christmas of 2022.
Right. And Amani has the giggles about him.
Yeah.
She's like, he's so little.
Okay. And then she said, was it a genuine relationship? And he said, quote, for me, it felt genuine.
Right.
So no.
What does that mean?
No, it means no. It meant no. He met her at the strip club.
Right.
Hello, read between the lines. He met her at her strip club. He, quote unquote, we opened a bank account under my name. It
makes me wonder if they're in cahoots together. That's all.
I don't even think they're in cahoots. I think he's a customer.
Yeah.
That had an American bank account.
And that she wanted American doll hairs.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he was probably one of her people.
Yeah, I could see that.
Also, her name is Brenda.
And he met all of her kids. They only met one of her kids.
Okay. Your name is Brenda and you pick Ani. A-N-Y.
Yeah.
As
you picked Annie. Really?
Just pick Annie. Anna.
Interesting. I know. I always wonder what I would pick. Right.
I mean, I would not pick any.
Right. Well, that's like Aaliyah picked Aaliyah and spells it in a crazy ass way too. I know.
So they tell Ray they want to marry her. And he's like, oh, that's going to be weird because she's still married. Ray is having a field day with this.
Oh, this is the best day of his life. He's like, I have so much more to tell.
Yeah, because he is a customer that was getting played by her. Are you dying?
I just have to cough.
You can. You're allowed to. He's a customer that got played.
Yeah, but he's like in love with her.
Yeah, but he got played and he knows it.
Oh yeah, of course.
So she's like, would you mind if I called her? And he's like, no, I think it's great.
And then she's like, baby, come meet us for dinner.
And she dresses like an American Girl doll.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh no.
And then she's like, hello, Brenda. And then she just looks at her.
Oh,
I mean, it's very
no.
telenovela. I like it a lot.
That it is.
Yeah, I want to know more. Like, I actually really want to know what Ani's deal is.
There's something weird.
Yeah,
but also,
I would love to
everyone's
know.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you're ready to divorce your husband? You're going to divorce your husband?
You don't
to
know
marry
this girl's
somebody?
name.
I did. I watched this whole Q&A that Amini Amani did.
Uh-huh.
And someone was like, why do you want to add a third, like, to your wedding? Fran covers your ear. And she goes, because I like pussy and my husband doesn't have one. And I'm like, Jesus. That was for Instagram. That is a lot. And then somebody was like, what's up with your tattoo on your back? She's like, it means exactly what you think it means.
Yeah, you're gay.
Okay. But it's like, why are you so mad that people are just asking you
Right.
questions?
They're like, hey, are you gay? And she's like, yeah, what's your problem? It's like,
right.
No,
and then she's talking, people are like, oh, what kind of work did you do to your body? She's like, I didn't do anything. I like myself thick. And I'm like, wow. Oh, right. Wow.
All right, well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You did something.
I know. You didn't do anything?
I mean, she must work out her breast muscles.
You did all the things.
They are made of
She works
steel.
at her pecs. She did all the things.
She has pecs of iron.
Also, she is the breadwinner. Her husband, she supports her husband.
What did she do?
Too.
Do we know?
She didn't say what she did, but basically, like, she started from the bottom. Now she started from the bottom, and now she is very rich. She basically says, and she has all the freedom of work, and she made herself a beautiful life. Her nanny. Okay. Also, I think that they just want someone to share their kids with because their nanny lives with them and has her own kid and has had her kid since she's been with them, and now the kid is like one of theirs. Like they're all one big happy family.
That's nice.
That's nice, but obviously she's been shopping for this type of relationship. Right.
All right. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Guys, make sure you follow us 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok and YouTube. Noelle's at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie2Zini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates. I will be in New Jersey. At the Stress Factory, opening for Little Moments at L on June 8th. And there's some other dates too. There's some New York dates. There's some, whatevs. So go over there, TraceyCarnazzo.com, and we'll see you next week.
That sounds great.
Okay, bye.
Bye.